So we're here at one of my favourite places on earth, Cannes, in the south of France. We're here for the 70th Film Festival. I'm very excited. There's lots of stars here this year. Kristen Stewart, there'll be Dustin Hoffman, there'll be Nicole Kidman, she's in 4 films. And there'll also be the Italian goddess, Monica Bellucci, because this year she's the mistress of ceremonies. And I went to meet her.
The Italian bombshell has made her name in Hollywood films like Oscar-nominated Molina, as Mary Magdalene in Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ, and the Mirror Queen in Terry Gilliam's The Brothers Grimm.
Tell me, I am the fairest of them all.
She's at home in Cannes, having appeared in 6 films here. She knows it well. Monica Bellucci, hello.
Hello.
Describe Cannes in 3 words.
Emotion, love, unpredictable.
What was the first thing that came into your head when you were asked to be the mistress of ceremonies at Cannes this year?
But I was very happy. At the same time, I'm always a bit scared because, of course, you have to speak in front of so many people. But I love cinema and I love Cannes because I think it's one of the most important festivals in the world, and a festival that gives the possibility to many films to exist, big movies of course, but also movies that are more like a film d'auteur, and through Cannes they have the possibility to become international.
But it's Gaspar Noé's Irreversible that many here in Cannes will remember her for. It featured a 10-minute rape scene that caused many critics to leave the cinema at the premiere in 2002. You were in one of the most buzzed-about films ever at Cannes. What comes into your head now when I say irreversible?
A moment of scandal, some way, because Irreversible was, in a way, a film that was well accepted and at the same time was refused. A big polemic movie. But at the same time, I have to say that after all those years, it became a reference. And Gaspar Noé, the director, I have so much respect for him because he is so free in his way to represent cinema.
Give me one word to describe some of your leading men in Cannes. Gene Hackman.
It's one of, I mean, I have to say that this was the first time I was in Cannes, and in 2000, and I was in the middle of Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman, and my emotion was so huge in front of all these people, photographers and lights all over. I mean, first time, and the first time is always, you know, the biggest emotion.
Keanu Reeves.
Matrix, and one of the most incredible kisses in cinema.
Why?
But in cinema was a huge moment, no? This moment between me and him, and not because of the kiss, but because the way how it was filmed.
At 52, Monica Bellucci makes a mockery of the suggestion that when actresses reach a certain age, they can no longer play the love interest or be sexy. She seduced 007 Inspector in 2015, the oldest ever Bond girl.
Ben, you're obviously crazy, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Cannes is a film lover's paradise, but it's also about glamour. What's your definition of beauty?
For me, beauty, it goes with soul. Without a beautiful soul, there is no beauty. And I think that cinema is all about soul.
In one phrase, can you give me the secret to improving with age?
Happiness, love, and I mean, I think that for each person is different. For me, is to become mother was one of the most beautiful moments in my life. More than was a real film.
Thank you, Monica Bellucci.
You watch France 24 in Cannes.
This is where the fans and the photographers stand to try and get a glimpse of their favourite stars on the red carpet. There are dozens of films that will premiere here at the Cannes Film Festival, and the Spanish director Pedro Almodovar will be among those on the film festival jury who'll decide on the best ones.
He's Spain's most acclaimed director. 5 of his films have entered the official competition at Cannes. He was once a member of the jury, and now, for the 70th edition, Pedro Almodovar is the president. Self-taught, he funded his early filmmaking by working at a flea market and a telephone company. Since becoming a director, many of his films have had a focus on women.
It's true that he loves working with actresses, and you can see that in his films.
If that weren't the case, he wouldn't be able to enter the female universe as he does, in such a personal and relevant way.
He knows how we are on the inside and our deepest feelings.
Almodovar released his first feature, Pepe, Lucy and Bomb, in 1980. 8 years later, he got his first Oscar nomination for Best Foreign Film for Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. He then went one better in 1999 and 2002, getting an Oscar for All About My Mother and Talk to Her. With The Skin I Live In, he tried the psychological thriller genre for the first time.
La piel cavito, évidemment, est